Yo, what's up YouTube? Before we start, make sure to smash the like button for more fire content. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. For all the newcomers, welcome to Team Eyeland. Don't forget to follow Team Eyeland on the IG page. There's a lot of great content on that page, and I'm always active, so if you have any questions, be sure to DM me. We got another great one for y'all, so be sure to drop a like, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and remember our next giveaway is at 5K subscribers. So keep sharing, keep posting, keep doing all that stuff. Make sure everybody know that Team Eyeland is where it's at. Let's get right into this video. Today I'll be going over how to kick step in your press technique. Biggest thing in your press technique is when you're square, right? You don't want to cross over and run, right? You don't want to cross over. Now we have to stay square. You want to keep our hips square and shuffle, right? Shuffle with the receiver. If his hips are square, we got to be square. If we see the nearest hip disappear, that's when we want to kick step 45 to meet the receiver at a point. So when we're in our press, right, we're locking in on the nearest hip, right? So we're going to move with the nearest hip. So now if the nearest hip starts to drift to outside, right, we're not going to cross over, right? We're going to shuffle with it. So, right, we're shuffling with it. Little steps, right? So you're going to shuffle little steps with it. Try to keep it square, right? Keep him in front of us, right? Now if it starts to go vertical, right, now we're going to kick step back. So we're looking at the nearest hip, we're kick stepping with it, getting our hands on him. Now we're in a shuffle kick step. Now it's time for us, he's declared he's going outside, right? So now he's running, right? Get a hand on him. Now we're gonna turn and run with the receiver, looking at the nearest hip, right? So that's the reason why we add kick step to our press, right? Now think of it as this. He's square and we cross over. He goes back inside. What are we gonna do? Turn, or we're gonna bring this leg back already beat, right? So now we're square with him and we're shuffling on the line with him. Now if he comes back inside, we get a hand on him, we're still in front of him. So don't cross over when you're pressed. This little tip right here is the reason why a lot of people get beat in press man. The reason why is because they're crossing over. If you stay square and use the kick step and shuffle technique, it will take your game to the next level. So the proper technique using the kick step, right? So now we're reading the nearest hip, right? So if the nearest hip is going to our outside, we're going to push off our left foot, right? Pushing off, we're stepping, replacing. Stepping, replacing, staying square. If it starts to go vertical, right? Now this leg is going to slightly go back. We're still pushing off this leg right here, right? So step, replace, following the hip, right? So now if it goes inside, the receiver goes inside, right? We're going to push off our right leg, step and replace, keep your feet tight and close. Now if you start to go vertical, this leg is going back a little bit, reading the nearest hip. We're still getting our hand on the receiver, and we're running with him, right? So make sure we locate the nearest hip and move with the nearest hip using the kick step. So please practice this whenever you're doing your press man technique or you're doing your little one-on-ones, really emphasizing not crossing over and practicing a kick step, right? So do these drills. Simply improve your kick step and it'll take your game to the next level. So here's a drill that will help improve your kick step and overall press technique. First thing first, you want to set up full pose and make a nice little box. Rectangle kind of. And now the purpose of this drill is staying square and reading the nearest hip of the receiver. So you're going to go against a partner, right? Now you're going to have the hands behind our back, right? And we're reading the nearest hip of the receiver, right? So as he's moving, he's going to go laterally, moves laterally. We're shuffling with him, And now eventually the receiver is going to start going vertical, right? So now we're going to practice the kick step, reading the nearest hip of the receiver. And shuffle 45, right? We're not going to turn 90, we're going to shuffle 45 with the receiver. He might come back, work laterally again, go back 45, right? Biggest thing is staying square, not crossing over, and we're reading the nearest hip and moving with the nearest hip. Now, I'm going to line up inside leverage of the receiver, read the nearest hip of the receiver, right? Hands behind the back. That's good. So now eventually as you're doing this drill and you get better with it, now you can use your hands, right? But we always gotta realize feet before hands, right? So as we're doing the drill, he's giving us a move. We can get our hand on him, right? But we still want to keep our feet square and pointing at him, right? We don't want to turn that at 90 degrees. We don't want to cross over or anything, right? So as he's giving us a move, boom, feet first, get a hand on him right there. Still got my 45, still kick stepping, right? With my inside hand, right? Now, at the beginning, if you guys want, keep your feet moving as he's going. Keep your feet moving, get your hand, quick jab, and go 45. Just work on different releases, work on different press technique in your hands at the proper spot. Make sure you hit him with the thumb up, palm up, right? Now sideways, keep it up. So now if you add a kick step to your press technique, it will take your game to the next level. Remember, we're staying square. We don't want to cross over and press, right? Stay square, and we're reading the nearest hip, so we're moving with the nearest hip. We want to stay square. If it starts to go vertical, kick step in 45. We're meeting him at a point. We're not beating him at a point. When we strike, we want to strike with the thumb up, palm up, and be patient in your press technique. Be patient, read the nearest hip, and keep your feet tight and move with it, right? That's the end of the video. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Come on, give me a little quick.
Peace.
You ready?